Why did somebody for their first message just come in my chat? Skepta dropped. Now let me look at these tweets real quick though, because I'm trying to unlock my inner gossip moment. I'm gonna need these skills to survive later on because I missed a good portion of Love Island because I didn't have the energy to really entertain the nonsense. All I know is it was this one girl, I forgot her name, it started with an H, and everybody hated her. And I had to pretend like I hated her even though I don't know her for real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to get back into my bag. I gotta get back into my bag somehow. This might be my way in. I don't know. I've been seeing on the timeline Nicki Minaj going crazy. You know what I'm saying? First time I ever was witness to Nicki Minaj having what appeared to me to be an episode was when Travis Scott's Baby got the short end of the stick or started receiving backlash from the Nicki Minaj camp because he did bundles and outsold her that 1 year, I believe. I think it was sometime 2018. Astroworld did really, really well, and somehow the baby got brought up, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. She ain't even do nothing wrong for real. I almost thought at one point I saw a tweet from her. I thought it was from Azalea Banks. So that's why I'm kind of like confused, because I'm like, you should be this big and you got resources out the wazoo. You could be able to go get a therapist, I'm pretty sure, in like 0.3 days. But then I forgot it was another tweet somebody showed me, and it said something about her being in debt with a bank. And I didn't want to say nothing because I saw an address get posted. Some dude just said that if he were everybody else going to Nicki Minaj, he would say something about her baby. And then somebody saw him say that, and then they posted his address, his name, phone number, location, GPS coordinates. I didn't even know they could find you that fast. Granted, I've never seen a I've never seen a nigga actually put his government as his Twitter username. So I feel like it was either a meme, a joke, a troll, or like he really wanted some attention that day. But you got it. You got it. You got it. It's over with. We're saying that she allegedly threw shots at Doechii for dropping 30 million monthly listeners in 3 months while also seeming to shade TDE, SZA and Doechii's record label. What am I seeing here? Wow.
And I touched that nigga. It's going down.
I thought it was gonna be a little bit more subtle. I thought I would have to like look for the diss. You know what I mean? I didn't think it would be so overt, so out in the open, so brazen. You know, thought she'd make me work for it a little bit. Tiny dick executive. I'm not gonna lie, I did not know Top Dog looked like this. Oh, Punch, my fault. He looked like a Sherman. Good Zick. Guarantee you wouldn't fight a man. Where does this come from? When did we start fighting? So you want him to fight him after he suck his dick? What do you want? What do you want him to do? These are weird instructions. Your name was added to the shitty list, shitty draws. What? How do you know this? Same thing that make you laugh, make you. Yeah, I'm losing. She's losing me. Keep in mind, chat, I've dealt with crazy before. My grandma was about this level of crazy. After about 2-3 packs of cigarettes, she was off a rocker. So I've seen this play before, but I just didn't think I'd see it, you know what I'm saying, in this exact way. Minus 30 million. How did I get to that page that I was just on? Y'all remember when Doodoo on the beats was feeling his dude? Yeah, why? What is with her and shit? Mercury retrograde. Don't take the bait. LOL, silly goose. This is just as what. Look, we gonna have to have a conversation. I understand SZA is the good guy here, but there might not be a good guy here, to be honest. Mercury retrograde. Don't take the bait. This is crazy personified too. This nuts too. I'm gonna be honest. SZA, you not off the hook. What the fuck does that mean? We gotta start getting these niggas about the way. I fuck with SZA though, way more than Nicki Minaj, but this is still nuts behavior. She needs to be studied as well. Nicki was not having it. Quoted what many assumed was aimed at her with this: "Go draw your freckles back on Buki. Justice for," I don't even know who this is, "Deposition Perez. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Sound like a dead dog." Saying this about SZA is a little nuts. Now, I haven't always been a fan of SZA's music. You know what I'm saying? But like 2017 forward, has SZA not been, and I'm not dick riding, has SZA not basically been fire since 2017? I don't think I've felt like I heard one album where I wasn't like, there's a stretch within this album that I'm really, really rocking with. I know some people saying 2015 low key, but like, I'm giving a little bit of grace, and I wasn't the biggest fan in that era. But 2017, bro, when Control came out, nigga, you couldn't get me off Broken Clocks. You couldn't get me off The Weeknd. You couldn't get me off even the one with Travis Scott that I thought he ruined. She still went crazy. Supermodel, I forgot. It was a Supermodel. What was that? Go Gina? It was mad records on there, bro. Nicki, you ain't never moved me like that with any of your music. And I fuck with you. Ooh, maybe I should take it back. Hold on. Let me chill. No, I got a moment. No. Nigga saying run. No, wait. There is a moment. Hold on. Nigga saying it's over for me. Wait. She had Moment for Life, Beauty and the Beat with Justin Bieber. Anaconda moved everybody. It moved the lower part of me. I know, that's fucked up. Hella misogyny in the room, my fault. But you get what I'm saying. Like, Nicki done had some crazy moments in her career just as much. And then she went crazy on Monster. Right? No. No, that is not what I meant. Hold on, chill. I did not mean I beat my shit. No, that's not what I was trying to say. These niggas are on some other shit. I never said that. I just said I felt something. They taking it 2, 3, 4 steps too far. I am saying that it was one of the most memorable moments in all of history. You know what I'm saying? When they go back and they look at humanity, whatever species or civilization comes after us, if the sun hasn't exploded the earth by then, and they look at the documents and they look at old MP3 files, or they look at old MP4 files, and they look at videos that on some random person's, you know what I'm saying, desktop or laptop that was saved back in 2000, whenever the fuck that video came out was, they might be like, oh wow, they really had something going on. Got mad hits. Are they gone? I don't like this this makeup shaming. I don't like that. As a feminist myself, I could never be for someone downgrading somebody else for getting freckles, especially when the person that's downgrading the person has a BBL. I will never forget her giving testimony to her friend's cousin's balls because she was afraid to get a COVID vaccine. Full well, she got implants on every part of her body. How do you say something about freckles? That is the most minimalistic application of makeup that you have ever seen in comparison. How could you be upset? How am I not a feminist? I'm not going back and forth with niggas. Tumor booty. Oh wait, don't SZA got a BBL though, but hers not injections, right? Why are you saying ass cancer? All right, bro, chill. Chat. I don't know who this girl went to, her surgeon, but I was on a boat in late August 2024. It was the softest fat transfer I ever felt in my life. When she told me it wasn't real, I almost said prove it. She proved it, but I'm just saying, like, we're advancing. It's nowhere near as bad as it used to be. Like, in your head, you think, all right, P shape, backwards P shape. But I'm just saying, like, let's not shame the BBL for real is all I'm saying. How did she prove it? Mind your business. You ain't heard the album that went #1 13 weeks? That should have let you know I'm out my fucking mind. You didn't eat this. Stats of Minaj, really? I shouldn't even be adding back at somebody like this. Nicki richer than you? You know how much of an ass you gotta be to flex somebody else's bread? Do you understand me? Like, you know how crazy that is? You basically holding up another woman's cock. Look at how big her shit is. You double handing it. The vein popping out. Like, relax, man. You know, it's kind of funny how Drake fans have kind of integrated themselves into this same, like, fandom category, too, despite predominantly being male. It's just funny as hell, because I feel like, well, everybody got that fan base that's, like, a superstar. So I feel like that's not really fair. Eminem got it, you know what I'm saying? I want to say Kendrick got it, but, like, you try to give Kendrick fans a little bit more wiggle room, because although they're extremely pretentious, like, they come from a good place initially, and then they just drink too much of the sauce. You know what I'm saying? They're too deep in after a certain time. But I feel like it starts from a good place. You get what I'm saying? Cardi fans, maybe, but nobody really take them serious. Cardi fans don't even take themselves serious, to be honest. It's just kind of tough. It's tough. But Nicki Minaj fans, by far, are probably the worst. I would say Beyonce, but that's really only if you say something egregious. Like, I haven't really felt the sting of the Beehive before. You know what I'm saying? Doja fans, terrible too. She not big enough, though. I understand it, but she not big enough. Kanye fans at this point might be. Yeah, but like, I feel like anybody advocating for Kanye at this point, like, they just as lost as he is. And at this point, I just feel bad for Kanye. If you a fan, I feel bad too, because you're not even getting good music to co-sign a nigga right now. You get me? So, it's certain people I just look at it different. Nicki just, bro, she ain't made it. Let me chill. I'm not even about to do too much. Like, let me relax. I'm not gonna be next.
Yo, what's going on, bruh? Oh my God. Update me. This internet shit crazy. I'm your blood. Hey, Nicki, relax. Relax. Or you get put in the blender like your boy did. Uh-oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh no. I know who this is too. I've seen him before. Relax before you get put in a blender like your boy did. Oh my God, why would you do anything?
Oh.
This man publicly oh my God, man. Look at what niggas is doing. This is the what? Yo, and this nigga, oh my God. Yo, these niggas. No, it's just a different level. Yo, Young Money really losers. Like, these niggas really just, like, every one of them. I've notified the FBI and CIA. I want this thug locked up, and I'm ready to talk about everything these people have done to me. Your husband should be in prison still. You are with a thug, a literal criminal.
Sean, you're next.
You right. I had a good run. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I had a good run. And life been cool. Been straight. See, here's the thing, right? And I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. This would be a sad moment for me personally if I felt any type of connection to Nicki Minaj's music in any capacity. And I don't mean that connection where she gotta say something to really make me feel something. I mean, like, moments to the music that have, like, moved me significantly in my life. I don't feel like she's been background or backdrop to any of it, you know what I'm saying? And maybe it's partially where I'm from, too. Like, nobody where I'm from grew up, like, when I'm growing up, really played Nicki Minaj music like that. That ain't to say that she ain't moved the needle. Like, she's clearly the biggest female rapper in the world for a reason. But still, it's just like, damn. Like, I feel nothing. Like, this fall from grace means absolutely nothing to me. And it's just sad to see from a human perspective, but not from a artist that I look at and I'm like, yo, this is really a status that I think anyone should want to attain when it look like that. I just don't feel nothing. You get what I'm saying? And that's the thing, bro. Like, we not giving you any grace because you just looked at it as a personality. Because musically, I know there's a lot of people, but like, I feel like the barbs are kind of just there. You know, like I said before, with Kanye, it's tough for the Ye fans because they can't defend any music because either he's been dropping just nothing but a pool of mediocrity, or they're just going back 5+ years at everything that he did when he was still decent. And I feel like it's kind of similar with Nicki in the sense that, like, what are y'all defending right now, artistically speaking, for you to be going this hard? She's clearly off her rocker, and y'all are doxing niggas for saying anything. Like, usually an artist has to drop something that moves the needle semi-consistently within your life. You know what I'm saying? I gotta have multiple moments from you. This gotta make me feel bad. This gotta make me feel like I'm pulling the trigger on Old Yeller on some shit. You know what I'm saying? It don't feel like that. I feel like I just gotta close the door and walk backwards awkwardly and silently, and then the moment will go away and I'll never remember it again. Hey, Nicki, you absolutely know my music and what I contribute because you've asked for feats. And SZA wasn't even as big then when she is now. SZA's way bigger now. You was co-signing and trying to get the feature when she wasn't even at her peak. Got this hook I think she'd be dope on. You can't even get to her. You talking to the manager or like the inside man. You not even talking to SZA. You can't even get a hold. You can't even get the number. That's tough. Do I dare click this link? What do you mean it's snitching time? Wait, prevented the... Is she trying to get my... Oh my God. I think she's trying to get my little shit. It was a trap. Oh my God, it was a trap. Nigga said the barbs got your IP. Fuck, it's over. Bro, they asking for... Hey, you making it too obvious. They gonna have my iCloud? Yeah, this is a little too personal, bro. I'm cool with you getting to Spotify, but like... Wait, what if I open this on Spotify instead? I don't gotta do it through her app. Up Spotify.
Wow.
Oh.
Wow. 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 A Hispanic woman was. That's the first kind of woman you
Mexicans,
named on
they got Brock in a
Maybe
sombrero
there's no need for her to act.
with maracas. They got Brock in a sombrero with maracas. They got Brock in a sombrero with maracas in the chat. Now, even though we not body shaming, at the end of the day, this is a DJ Khaled fit. Yo, religion and mental illness is probably the most dangerous combination in all of human history. You can't convert from being mentally ill, but you can get medication. Because then, like, everything that you do has some divine purpose, and you feel chosen, even though, like, you the devil to everybody else.
I covered them because they didn't. I wasn't born with them. Like, they developed.
Damn. I do remember when she tried to get this off. I mean, I'm not gonna tell people what they need or not. If it's like to a point where you feel like you need surgery, then get surgery, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I would always tell people not to, but it seems to be a standard for niggas that have the ability and the money and the resources. If it make you happy, it make you happy. It is what it is. I'm no one to judge. At the end of the day, though, I think it was to a point where he was pointing out that the freckles was in different spots. And then I'm not gonna lie, I died laughing. I did. I died laughing at one point. Cause they had a video, they had a photo, a frame on some shit, and it was like, yeah, see, like, how they moving and shit, and it was just funny. It was just funny. That's all. It was just funny. I mean, it's little white lies. It ain't nothing that crazy. It's nothing crazy, I promise. But like, they was moving. They said they was moving on your face like ants and shit. I don't know. Yeah, this is like a Disney Channel era lie. Don't try to go anywhere about Ariana Grande pre 2015. I guarantee you gonna find some shit. Little white lies, ain't nothing crazy. It ain't no... Jesus Christ. Bro, I gotta read this with my eyes? SZA, if every song you've ever done vanished right now, the music business wouldn't even... See, why you lie, though? I would very much so miss SZA. SZA my dog. From a musical standpoint. Like, she didn't put out a lot of good music. Tour out of the country last year? Bitch, have you ever headlined to 80,000 people? I mean, I don't know SZA's stats, but I do know that she had a very successful solo tour with SOS, right? Unless I'm remembering that wrong. I do remember seeing like some historic stats or her name being etched into somewhere in the history books for black women somewhere. Unless I just read that for the wrong person. Bitch, what have you done besides yodel? Yodel with auto-tune. That's funny. I'm sorry. All right, let me not laugh. She's not coasting off the back of her old work, I think is the biggest thing that people need to understand. SZA's been on a very successful run, and her most recent music is in the heaviest of rotation, and I think that speaks to her success, and I think that speaks to her relevance, and I think that speaks to how much people are willing to have her in the conversation, how much people are willing to have her a part of moments in their lives. So I think that's a very important thing. And to be fair, you know, I'm not saying Nicki Minaj don't have those moments, but if your best shit is your old shit, you need some new shit. I know you went nights without washing that musty face. Wow. Bitch, how do you remember exactly where every freckle go? I'm gonna be honest. Hey. Everything else in here is like damn near an outright lie. The how you remember exactly where every freckle go, kind of crazy. She kind of killed her with that one. Because I was just talking about that. They was exposing you for how, like, the freckles being in different spots and shit like that. And I'm not the person to ever really go in on nothing like that, but I'll be like, wasn't that on your lip? You know what I'm saying? Now it's on your eye and some shit. But it's not a bad question, though. It's dead not a bad question. I'm weird? No, I'm not weird. I'm inquisitive. I'll be like, where is that?